What's crackalackin, folks? Welcome back to Factorio. Welcome back to Pyanodons. And as you can see, I've built a small little mall to get us started with the very basic ingredients here. Some splitters, some yellow inserters, and brought a few things to the end of the belt here, or the mall here. I also put all the belts onto the construction queue. So yeah, it says 3,000 entities of missing construction robots. Let's try with 32,000. So it's gonna be a while till they catch up for sure. Pyanodon, these nuts. Oh, you got me there, Crisco. I didn't see that coming. I also put down some blueprints for stations. These will be our 6-length depots. And these will be our 4-length train depots. It's gonna take a while till these are constructed, I know, but we're just gonna wait for that. The plan this episode is to construct, hopefully inside here, even though I'm not so sure, we could take that titanium, which might probably be a better use of the space to squeeze it in here. I kind of drew it up in our sandbox as like the blocks we have to make hot air, and I think it's enough. If we look at the map, we have titanium up here, 112 million. We have some down here, I think I saw some. Let's just look at titanium. We have some here, 129 million. This is only 98 million. We have some over here, we have some over here. So I don't think we need this titanium here, so we can just build over it. Hey Suspicious, haven't checked in a couple streams. It's so sick how far you come along. Yeah, it was like the one push to get to niobium was really important. So I got to do niobium here. We mine niobium over here with refined syngas and some drill heads. So I made some drill heads, made some refined syngas here. And that was niobium. That was really the big thing that was missing for logistics robots. And then I made drill fluid to tap our first oil, and we make heavy oil. Yeah, we are very wasteful and throw everything else away except the heavy oil, but that was really the one blocker for our sink to flow again, which restricted how many simple circuit boards we could make. Now we're still missing copper zinc batteries. That's crazy. What are you short on? Saline water. Is this not connected to the main No, it is connected to the main saline water production. Where are we making this? Here. No, this is acetylene. Here's our salt, Christian. Why are you not working? You have no syngas. Really, we're out of syngas. So I kind of need to switch this to gasoline, I think, because that is a real big bottleneck. Yeah, huge robot gaming. I am so excited that we have logistics robots, and we already have 127 made that are hard at work, 424 construction robots. So yeah, I would like to see these numbers go up way higher, but we are bottlenecked, and our next mission is to fix all these bottlenecks. The biggest bottlenecks are tin and solder, so lead as well. So these are the first ones we're gonna address, but we want to do everything with hot air. So coke oven gas into hot air is the first thing we're gonna address today. After I fix this syngas issue, what is using... recently started using a lot of syngas. What did I connect? Is this smelter down here using syngas? No, it's gasoline, and we should have 800 million gasoline. 800,000 rather. Yeah, it's actually overflowing. We have 989,000 gasoline, so I need to switch that drill, or yeah, the salt mine over to gasoline. Very important, because we need that saline water. You can see the base, everything's running smoothly otherwise, except our little research. Research and simple circuit board shortages of tin and solder. The base is running fine. The construction robots are going absolutely nuts because they have 100 times the jobs than robots exist. So they're not the fastest either, but we will manage. Image, Grisco, you meant imagine or image? Because image what? Image these nuts? I don't want an image of your nuts. Where is gasoline? Have we not put this on here yet? We do. We do it over here. So there must be gasoline somewhere here. This is refined syngas. We don't want to use that. This is syngas, which is empty, which is bad. Why are we empty, by the way? Is coal gas empty? You're good. You're all working. That's good. Yeah, there's nothing in here. Do we have coal gas? We have no coal gas all of a sudden. Interesting. Tar is full. And you're all working. The hardest thing to find is the resource you need in a given moment. Yeah, I mean, now that I decided we're going to terminate the bus here, it's kind of all on rails or nothing. And then my plan is, I think over here, you see I made that little indent already, to come in here and unload our most important goods, like, you know, the solder, the tin, the lead. Steel is one that we want to scale as well, maybe even trees. But that one we might unload back here because our biggest consumer sits here, I guess. Yeah, so we could unload it here and fill up the wood belt again. Let's see. Where was I? Right, we wanted to find gasoline. Is this gasoline? This is gasoline. And is this the lane that we're using to go up here? It is. So let's cut it off at the syngas. There shouldn't be much in there anyway. And bring it down to the gasoline, which is one department lower. Don't cut it off for too long. Oh, I'm off by one. Classic. All right, we have gasoline now. You should be working again and be really happy. There you go, 12 per second. We can't even output 12 per second because we're limited by the splitter to 7.5 per second. Actually, well, per lane. But I don't think it's not doing 15 per second. I think it's 7.5 and distributed across the lane. So what we get here is half a belt instead of a full belt. And I tried putting an inserter here, and it simply won't get anything out of it. It only accepts this here. And I think stacking, actually it's not that far away. We could research stacking now after the fast inserters So that wouldn't be so bad if these could stack all of a sudden. So let me pull that forward in the research tree. Now that that is fixed, we can actually start working down our to-do list. So the first one will be coke oven gas and hot air. And I'm going to combine those into one facility because now we have the option of the ability to reheat our cold coke oven gas with hot molten salt. And that will be the plan for hot air. We create hot air. We ship out hot air, no longer coke oven gas, and make hot air locally. We make hot air centrally and then ship out the hot air in trains. So let's go to our little sandbox. And this is the space I have for making that. And if we look into YAFC, I already prepared what we need to make 300 hot air per second. And we need about 30 raw coal to make 50 coke oven gas per second. Actually, we don't even need that much. We only need 3, which is, yeah, for 300 a second. We don't need to make more coke oven gas than what is actually required because we can reheat it. And in this case, we lose about, okay, these can't be linked because this is 100. So let's remove the fixed building count. It says 0, but we still lose some. So why does it say 400, 400, 421? So we only need 1 per second? That seems low. Let's go through that real quick. So 20 per second gives us 300 per second hot air. This one uses coke oven gas and gives us 400 per second coke oven gas. The reheating should lose some coke oven gas. Yeah, so 21 per second. So we need to make up 21 per second and unlink this. And for that, we need 3 buildings, which is a full 15 per second of raw coal in 3 high pressure furnaces to make up the difference here that we lose, the 30 or the 21 per second that we lose. So let's get started with the 3 high pressure furnaces taking a full lane of raw coal. And then we need to crush coal and make coarse coal out of this. And I think we're gonna export the coal dust again. So let's remove this. It's like we need a little bit more raw coal, but still not a crazy amount. That's 8 secondary crushers. And we're gonna unlink this and export it as well. So 2 of the export products we will have is ash and coal dust, and they're both trash. So we could put them both on the same exit here. So you can kind of copy this. Remember, the issue here was that one is on the normal provider network and one is on the trash network, and that's kind of very unfortunate because now we have coal dust on the normal provider network. We just need to set a higher priority for this one. I think we need to set the priority, station priority to, let's say 5. I think the default, I actually don't know what the default is. Let me check that real quick. On Project Cybersyn. Priority. For cargo single station, that's not what we're looking for. Priority. Depots and refuelers which are receiving the higher priority signal than the others. If multiple depots or refuelers have the same priority, closest one. What is the default? 0, I would assume, if it's not mentioned. You got the thing that will help you stop vaping or smoking, so that's cool. Hey, congratulations. I'm happy for you. You got that for you. All right, let's just assume it is indeed 0, and we set it to 5 here, so this one is prioritized. Actually, while I'm changing it here, I need to change it in the real world. Not on MTV, though. It is here, coal dust. Let's add this priority and set it to 5. And then what is this one? Each one times -1. Right, that we send for the inserters, correct? Do we need to set any of these? The request threshold. Configures the threshold above which items requested at the station trigger delivery. We need to set this. So I need to still look into Cybersyn a bit more. Because these are... No, we don't need these for... We don't need thresholds for them picking them up. Yeah, Circuit can get really in-depth. Cybersyn isn't too complicated in this regard. I just need to get back into learning how to use it. I think so for the input ones, we need to set a request threshold. But I need to figure out how... Configures the threshold above which items requested at the station trigger a delivery. I think we still need to set this. And the threshold needs to be like... I think it needs to be set to 4,000, which is a full train. That means only full trains will deliver that. But I need to read up on that. And I'm gonna actually make that a task. I wish you, oh, add to the top. Yeah, there's a button for that. Read up on request threshold for Cybersyn. Because I need to figure that out before we really put trains on the network now. Do we, don't we? Now in order, we said we need 2 more stations here. Let's grab a 4-car right one. That's probably too tight. We have to put it here. And put this here. And then get another right one. I need to put these in like a separate book somewhere. Or just copy this whole thing. Because that would be more intelligent to do. Yeah, we can't stack them close, so we just do this the closest we can go. Isn't there a better placement than this for this? Let's do that. There we go. Looks a bit cleaner. All right. So this will be not whatever this one was. Actually, we said we can make that a mixed station, right? So actually we only need 1. Remove these. Make it pretty. All right, so this one will be, and I need to use iron plates, iron text plates, because then we can actually produce them. I'm not gonna waste my steel on that. So one is coal dust out and the other one is ash out. There we go. And that marks what we are gonna do with these. So these ones here will get a 4x4 splitter. Lane bouncer, sure. I'm gonna downgrade that to yellow. That's not what I wanted. We can actually move that closer. There we go, much better. So we don't waste that much space. Wait, I put that in the wrong way. No, this is the existing one. This one is the, yeah, correct way. I was scared for a second that I put this the wrong way and it wouldn't work. But that's not the case. So the next thing we need to do is 3 high pressure furnaces to make us our coke oven gas. And then we get coke out of that that will be burned in the coal power plants. So where are the high pressure furnaces? Here. Just put 3 below each other. Actually, we don't need 4 of these. We just need 2 of these. So the outside one will come down here and be consumed by all of these. So many inserters, but we just use the cheap ones. That's fine. And you will take... You make coke by creating coke oven gas as well. And then power. Power here. Yeah, we need to have the theoretical power connection from here. That should power it now. Now we need to bring down the power here. I mean, I guess that works too. That should immediately connect it. And that will give us coke oven gas, which we want to output on this side. There we go, and probably route through to the bottom here somewhere. And then it gives us coke. How much is that? 2 per second. So we need 3 of these or 2 of these. I think we go with 2 of these and put it on each side. And then put the power poles at the same distance. There we go. Good. So let's just inject some raw coal into the mix so we can start testing it. Raw coal. And some loaders. Then load it onto the belt. We also are getting close to actually researching loaders. The hard part will be the consumes 0.1 lubricant per minute. So I think we will want to do that on the trains and not do it in the base. So it's going to be a while till we have loaders available because we need to make lubricant is made out of, just researched it, out of olefins and oleochemicals, which need a lot of animal parts, and so we have to bring animals onto the trains first. Hey FDCH, the amount of mechanical inserters brings back memories. Yeah, I mean, I probably for UPS reasons I should start using these, so I guess I just use these. How much is it? 5 per second, so we need 4 of these. And we do have the simple circuit boards to support that. So they're all working now. I don't think these 2 inserters make a big difference, but you know, later we're close to actually researching the fast inserters, which I'm very excited for. And we already can build them. We have vitriloid, we have yellow inserters, simple circuit boards, belt, small parts, iron niobium alloy I just made just for that special purpose. And speaking of belt, we may just grab our belt production and route that through to the end as well, or tell the robots to route that through. And I'm just gonna drag that line all the way to the end. Belt, yeah, I already made specific belt out of it and not just rubber. Let's see how far, it already goes pretty far, which is great. For us, if that makes it, yeah, it's almost at the end here. Let's mark it here. That's what I wanted. And then a red chest. There we go. Limit that to, we don't need that much, like 3 of them. Yeah, rubber was pain until I did this. All the routes. And we now even have 50, 100, 150, 170 route mark 2s. So we are good for the next setup of routes on trains. We need like half of these buildings to produce the same amount. And then once I scaled rubber and didn't make the mistake, because I was wondering, why do we not have enough sap for these? And it turns out there was a single inserter inserting into this belt instead of a splitter. Once I added the splitter, yeah, everything was fine. And so right now rubber should be running smooth. Yeah, 2 of them are running, and we're a little short on carbon black, but that facility is running full tilt as well. Actually, these ones should be replaced by red chests. Now that I see it, now that we have them. Okay, why are you blocked? You blocked by shafts, and that one was tin, right? No solder. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, that's why we are fixing this. Let's hop back into our sandbox. This is not syngas. This will be hot air. Yeah, I mean, when we go to trains, when we bring Rauks to trains, we're gonna probably scale that up, especially with the help of the Rauk Mark IIs. That's gonna be much nicer. All right, we have the coke here, and we probably put the power plants down here, the coal power plants, and they're massive. They barely fit here. But if we can make it fit here, that would be perfect. And we need, I think, 3 of them. Yeah, we need 3 of them. So coke goes in here. And then the output, yeah, they're gonna be hard to see no matter what. Let's make the output here, the input here. And we also need to bring the initial molten salt, which will be a pain in the back. Yeah, mechanical parts, it took me a while to make the mechanical parts, like the actual mechanical parts, and then they've been used in like one building. You know, where are they? These mechanical parts here, mechanical parts 1, I use them like in one building, and we have 100 of them and nothing to do with them really. So everything here is fully stacked and really nothing used them yet. And I mean, yeah, all the red buildings will be dying to have those. I probably should preemptively... Nah, they're gonna go on the belt. This is too far away for the robots to pick them up here. But yeah, for the red buildings, we need a ton of them. But for now, we made them, and it's like we didn't really need to yet. But, you know, we'll get to that soon enough. Good, so we need 3. You can consume... Let's see, we have 6 for 3 buildings, so 2 inserters will do the trick. With a... Yeah, this one should do the trick. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you get errors when sending messages? Yeah, I've never experienced that. I've experienced that YouTube just shut down my stream and said stream ended and called it a day. But I've never gotten some errors sending messages, actually. Good to know. So we have the coke oven gas that's currently limited, so I guess we pull it through the top because there's space up here. You can even tuck it in right here. Good. The next thing we need to do, so we converted this to coke. The next thing we need 1 belt of raw coal, well, half a belt, but we bring 1 belt of raw coal and have 8 secondary crushers to deal with that. And they're here. We probably can do 4 below each other. Almost. We have to move it up a tiny bit. Still more tiny bits. Wait, why does it not fit all the way down here? Oh, it does. There you go. And you will crush raw coal into crushed coal, coal, and coal dust. And how do we do the belting if we do 4 next to each other? One more. So how much output do you have? 0.3, 0.6, and 0.1. So that's like 1 per second. And overall, we have 7 in, and we have about 8 out. So we can do 1 input belt. and route that through here. Yeah, we have coal dust as well that we need to get rid of. Your beloved, yeah, I'll put it onto a trash network so we manage it centrally. And then how much do we say it needs? It is 1 per second, yeah. So the yellow ones can take care of that. And do this. So now the output we're gonna put on one belt here, and we can bring it together. What a mess. Or should I say perfect planning. And then we will sort it here. The first one that goes will be coal dust. And that gets exported all the way over here. And move that out of the way. There we go. And then you build entire fields of coal processing to get some, and it's not enough. Yeah, it's still far. I think, can we even make coal dust from coal directly? Or did they remove that? I think the only way to get coal dust... Oh no, it's blue science when you can crush coal into coal dust. So yeah, it is very far away, and it's 1,000 science to do that. That is crazy. Yeah, until we get to there, we have the kick-alk variant to make kick-alk into raw fiber into coal dust, which is one way to do it right now. That's how I do it for refined syngas. I just take our wood, cut it into raw fiber, and then make coal dust out of raw fiber. No, we make fiber out of it, and we make, yeah, coal dust out of the raw fiber to make activated carbon out of. But on the train network, we have a dedicated trash. We will have a dedicated trash system just to pick up coal dust and manage it centrally. So we don't have to deal with the fact that, you know, it's produced in multiple different locations, then you would have to get rid of them in multiple places. Now we just manage it centrally. So you output probably what one yellow inserter can output, I would assume. So we do that. And give you some power. And give you some power. There we go. Coal dust goes out immediately. And we have that crushing step completed. Then we need 3 automated screeners to take our crushed coal and make coarse coal and coal out of it, and a bit more coal dust as well. Let's go back to 3 automated screener. You can just put power belts between 2 belts. Oh, in there? Yeah, I could do that. You're correct. That makes it much cleaner. You still need this one, but then... There we go. All are happy. Good eye. And I might as well connect these up here for sake of completeness. Good. So the next one we want to filter out. Actually, that's the wrong one. The next one we want to filter out is crushed coal. And that comes down here to the 3 screeners. Let's remove that coal. One, two, three, fit nicely here. And you will make our beloved coarse coal. And you can input 1 per second. There we go. You can do the same here. They're all happy. And your output will be coal dust, coal, and crushed coal. So we're gonna put those on separate belts in the end. But for now, we will... Yeah, we need a load balancer at the end. Let's do it this way. And get a 1x1 balancer in here. Of yellow speed. And then here we do left for coal dust again. And then I won't mix the different belts of coarse coal and coal, because then they may block each other from being picked up properly. So we're just gonna... I put that the wrong way. That's why we test things here. There we go. And this needs to go in here. Good. The next one will be right for coarse coal. And it gets a power plant. Let's see in EF how many power plants we need for the coarse coal. The coarse coal needs 2 power plants, and the hot molten salt needs 5 power plants. So let's squeeze those in here. Perfect. And I think 2 inserters are fine. There we go. That keeps all of them happy. And we need the connections again. That doesn't reach. These don't reach either. Connect those. All right. And then the hot molten salt we connect over here. And we can inject, well, once all are set up, I'm going to inject the cold molten salt, and we're going to go from there. And then we need, yeah, piping is a bit of a mess, but you know, well, what are you going to do? And we actually need 5 of these. We can do this for the output, and this for the input. You flip the coarse coal PPS to white crossing, but whatever. Yeah, I mean, there's still gonna be more coming. That's why I have to cross at some point, I think. And then we do this. Actually, no, that doesn't work because we need to provide the coal here. And I never said I'm the best in building these, as you can see now. Simon's probably gonna turn around in his sleep when he sees that. And here we have the last 3. And let's put them here. Yeah, that's fine. It's even a bigger mess now, but oh well. All right, are all of you connected? These are connected, these are connected. These are good. Now we need to connect the hot output. Yeah, I can just bring it down here. All right, let's inject some, where is it? Molten salt in here. Let them fill up. Remove it. The topmost coarse salt. Yep. There we go. Now it should be working and we should be producing hot molten salt. There we go. Oh, you produce ash too? That I didn't think of. Well, fun new challenge. Thank God we have right angle inserters. We have 2 per second. Yeah, thanks. If you told me, sorry, I didn't read that. We live and learn. We can do that here, we can do that here, we can do that here. We can relatively easily deal with that here. Gonna be long-handed. Yeah, this side. Yeah, they're very powerful. I am not disagreeing. But, well. I'm here to have fun and not, like, say that I played the most challenging mod in the most challenging way. So we're gonna do that just for occasions like this. Yeah, I could rebuild everything, but, you know, why? If we have a way to deal with it. Thanks to the mod. We may not even have a way to deal with it. So one here, put some power in there. And then one here. Yeah, we can't get power to this one. And if we do it this way, and then we can do this. And do this. And they should be working too now. Nope. It's still a puzzling act, no matter how you turn it, even with these. There we go. And then, what was the shortcut for turning an entire belt? Because I installed that mod. Reverse entire belt, Alt-C. There we go. Instead of following, instead of using 2 pipes to the ground, you can extend the connection by 1 ground pipe. I could, if You're absolutely right. Well, now I put a power pole in there. So now I can no longer. But we are... Why do you have no fuel? Oh, because you now have power. Let's fix this. There we go. Now you have no fuel, you shouldn't have fuel. You're full on coke oven gas, that's fine. This is not working. Need to route it somewhere else. Well, let's figure that out next. Anyway, we can check off these 3 hot molten salt generation activities. And yeah, that's where the ash comes from. I mean, it said it here. I was just blind. Now, we need 9 heat exchangers to reheat the coke oven gas. Let's work on that. Where were the heat exchangers? Here. Yeah, they're not too bad. I think the piping might be a little annoying on these. Yeah. Let's see how we fit these. In. Let's do this. This and probably this. Let's see how many we can fit in a row. Can we compress these and mirror it? Well, actually, so this is that. No, we can't mirror them, sadly. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we can flip them. And those are the 9 we need. They need power. We can put that through the middle now. Connect these up. Now, the big piping. This is the hot one. Wait, no, this is the cold one. This is the hot one. And this should... We can connect these above here. This is cold. Hot we can do down here, I guess. Yeah, designing for 2.0. Like 2.0 improved so many things. Like it's really nice. Now we need to figure out where we bring in... No, I'm missing something. I'm an idiot. I was like, where do we bring in the cold coke oven gas? Wait a minute. We missed something. We missed the cold coke oven gas. I was like, wait, we only have 1 coke oven gas. Something went wrong. Let's do that. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we can flip this. And we need 4 of these. Perfect. All right, let's try this again. 1 is here. And 1 is here. Then the cold is here. And here. Yeah, and we connect that over to the other cold line. Very good. Then, where's the cold one incoming? This is the cold one. And this is the hot one. Okay. There we go. Much better. And so the cold one needs to be supplemented. Where do we weave through? I'm just going to go into the next little bit here. And then, which is the input? This is the input. Yeah, we have to do it down here. And then we take a top-off valve. No, a underflow valve allows flow when the output is under 80%. And we do this. So we only want to supplement it because we will get a bunch of it back. Bunch of coke oven gas back from cold coke oven gas back from the stone. All right, that was that. So next up, we need to make warm a stone brick in 20 of these. This order is the other way around. So in 20 heat exchangers, we make a warmer stone brick. And we need to kickstart it, and that's a whole other story, how we kickstart this, because we need warm stone bricks before we can make warmer stone bricks, but we don't have the 250, so we actually need to put some 500 into the 250 to get the whole reaction starting. So 20 regenerative heat exchangers to make warmer stone brick. And we can do those above us, I think. Oh, they're here. Or we can do it here, I guess, because it's the lower number. This makes a warmer stone brick. It takes the hot coke oven gas we just made here and outputs the 250 degree one. And how much do you input? 1 per second. And put another one here. Guess we can do this. And we put these on inside insertion. So we need 20 of these. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We can just stack them on top of each other, I think. Got the space. It's the simplest thing to do. Actually, how many are those? Those are 20 per second, so we cannot stack them. How do we do this? This is 10 per second. We have to do them separately. So we have to do 16 regenerative heat exchangers for these 10. And these will be warm stone. It's the other way around. It needs to be on this side. Yeah. So we turn all of these around, and you insert from this side, and you output on this side, which is the hottest ones. Let's make 20 of these, 10 of these, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So this is our hot stone brick. And we can let these move down as our warmer stone brick. Then we can do this. No, it's this way. This will be our warm stone brick, which outputs here, where they pick up the warmer stone brick and heat it up, the warm stone brick to heat it up to a warmer stone brick. And then we need 16 of them. So it's 10, 12, 14, 16. This is the output, very good. And these get stone bricks. So these come from on top. So this is 10 a second here. We don't want any sitting at the edge here at the very bottom. And they're working now. Okay. So you output 250 and you input 250. So we connect those. And now these have the right temperature. This one needs 500. So we will connect the output line, which is here. Over to here. And then they get 500. Right, that's the output line. That is the output line. We have not produced anything because we have no coke oven gas. Oh, does that only accept 100? It needs to be smaller than 100. Okay. I remember there was something annoying about it. So then we need to feed it in here. With a top-up valve. So now you should be working, right? You get your coke oven gas, you need stone bricks now. Which we will fill up real quick. Yeah, kickstarting these is going to be a pain. We need to bring in the stone bricks. We need to bring in the cold molten salt. There's one inserter that has no power. There we go. We let these all munch. And then we turn off the stone brick production, so to say. Okay, and this produces 100 degree, and that one needs to be routed back to here. Yeah, let's do it all on the bottom. Okay, this is... Why is it 212 degrees? Let's clean this. Yeah, we contaminated it in the first place. Now it should be 100 degrees. And these should be happy accepting it. Correct. All right, you are full now. We need to turn you off so it doesn't get blocked. Might already be too much. You're not outputting. You don't have enough coke oven gas, but... Yeah, you should all be outputting on the right. You get the warm stone, get the hot coke oven gas that should be reheated now. And then we need to double this whole thing. Do this, do this. Yeah, both of these work. We can just put it here. There we go. And are you working? Oh, we hadn't dealt with the ash here. Or anywhere, really. Let's route that real quick. How much ash is it? It is 17.6 ash, so we need 2 belts for that. I hate when I do that. There we go. So the ash is being taken care of. You're now blocked because you don't have any cold molten salt, but that's probably because the hot molten salt is full, right? No, it's not. Yeah, this is blocked because we have too much coke. And this doesn't need coke because we have too much hot molten salt. Let's just purge the hot molten salt. Yeah, starting this up will be a pain. You're not connected, is that the issue? Yeah, you're not connected. There we go. That would make sense. All right, these designs are always fun. Now you should get enough coke oven gas, right? Get some stone bricks in here. Yeah, it's slowly getting higher. Slowly producing. Now with the new fluid system, they all draw equally. So it takes so much longer to actually get them kickstarted. But yeah, we might have to deal with that when we start it up. It's gonna be interesting to start it up. But this should, in theory, be working. We get the hot stone out here. We should just merge them. They should already be balanced. And now to the final part. If these work, we need 2 regenerative heat exchangers and 1 pressure pump to deal with these. And getting the stuff into them will be the bigger problem. They're here. Because it's 10 per second per. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we need 9, I think. And then we need to get them out again. And let's see if that is enough. We might have to do another one. Like this. And you are here. Okay. Now to power all of these. Good, you're still not running. Did you produce some already? Yeah, you already produced some. You have no hot coke oven gas. Yeah, you need a while to spin up as well. So yeah, we just have to wait for that. There's still one unpowered. And you make hot air from warmer stone brick. These ones still need to change their offset. All right, hopefully that works. Wait, that's the wrong one. This is the one we need. I was wondering why it's going in the wrong direction. Yeah, I think more of these still need to run for this to fill up and then kickstart it. Okay, ash is... Oh, you get power soon. Coal dust. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's close for them to manage all the ash. Could be enough. If not, yeah, we're going to be slowed down and not produce exactly 300 per second, but 300 per second is already a lot of hot air. Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, these inserters, I'm not sure if they can keep up with all of the ash, but you know, worst case, the ash backs up and we need to not produce exactly 300 per second. All right. Yeah, we just have to wait now a little bit. We're not going to sit around and just watch this. So hot air. We will bring in here. Yeah. Get the hot air out this way. We need to get the pressure pump up here. You need pressurized air, right? Yeah. There you go. Okay, now I have to get rid of one of these inserters. And we can always do long hand at 90 degree. And cheat a little bit. To actually fill it up. Otherwise, I don't see another way to get enough of them in. I guess we could, yeah, I mean, we would have to move it up and route it in here and over. But that's fine. Okay. Yeah, we're just waiting for these to process. Yeah, the inserters are goofy because they're so slow, but oh well. So now, hot air, we output it here. We can just go through here, really. There we go. We should be producing our first hot air. We will never void it, because that's our only product here. It's always gonna, when we full on hot air, we just stop, and that's fine. Yeah, we'll let this run for a bit, and then we can look at our next thing. We have hot air and coke gas, so tin is really the first thing we want to scale. And for that, we need to find a suitable place to mine tin to begin with. And also tin needs steam, so we have to bring in the infrastructure to make steam there. Yeah, I brought the basic substrate all the way here, but we don't really need that for crafting. See if some other ones are close. Not really. There's too many holes in the belt. Now let's look for tin. There's tin ore here. There's a rock. We could take this tin ore and remove this one, the station here, and continue our tracks here and go up and then get this tin ore. Go through oil sand, but that's not, there's another tin ore here. So those could be two we're actively looking at. Let the train go up here and cross over here. That also gives us access to the chromium. So let's maybe do that. The biggest thing I need is the big power poles that I'm making here that we have absolutely none of because we're out of tin. Yeah, that's why we were scaling tin. So let's run over there and then hop on our crawdad to traverse the lands. Let me take a sip while we're waiting. I at one point also need to build a train that goes to the mall so I can just operate from the mall and don't have to run all the way there. I still have 4 construction zone extenders, so we can start working on that. The bots are going to be swamped for a while, so we're going to have to deal with that. But fixing tin should be good. That will alleviate also the big power pole issue. A little lack of the big power poles that we have right now. We have enough niobium, which is great. It's really great news. Let's do some replanning of the rails then. We'll remove this entire thing. Pick up the trains manually and let the bots remove the rest. My bots, hopefully. Yeah, the other bots should be way too busy. I'm dealing with their stuff to really interfere here. They should be booked for months, so to say. There we go. Pick up the last bits. And we'll go a little bit into planning mode. And let's make a... Let's go, yeah, as soon as we can, let's go up here. And then an intersection here. And then we go up here. And we can build a station. Where do we put the station? Maybe here, going up. Should be long enough, right? We kind of need this amount of space-ish. Actually, no, sideways. Yeah, that should be fine. Let's walk there so we have radar coverage. And put down... Yeah, we can even put down rails. Very nice. This time I still have any from deconstructing this. But we're out soon. And we need to provide coal to the tin mining location, which means we need like a 6 length station, and then also 6 length station to pick up the tin. And they're still trying to be busy. How many signals do I still have left? That was the last one. Signals are like, why are you putting me here? There's no rail next to me. Soon, little signal. Soon, little signal. Actually, that worked perfectly. I don't think it dropped. Yeah, it worked perfectly. Good, let's put another one here. Here we need to underground, and we'll just do this. Sorry, bots, catch up. Quickly now. Not gonna wait for you. Speaking of, how's our... We're still in the race. Oh, that zinc ore. Yuck. Power pole in the way. Fine, you get a big one. You get upgraded to first class. I'm just gonna walk over so I don't have a fog of war in here. And walk a bit up. Banger song. All right, and now let's look into being a stacker here. So how much space do we need? We kind of need this much space. So where this X is, we kind of want to exit. Ground single R. Of AO5? Yeah. I remember AO5. Did they make any songs recently? I haven't heard of them in forever. Let's do this. And let's see if that works with the 6. Wow, to the last tile, it works. That is absolutely perfect. Pretty sure? Nice. Who is that? That is AO5, actually. Yeah, Atlantis. Good catch. Okay, so for this, we only should need 1 delivery of coal, hopefully. And then we probably want to have 2 stations that allow us to pick up the ore. We're still pretty far away from the ore, but that's fine. Levity? What is this? This is Atlantis. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother interrupting the autoplay. I don't think it's the Monster Cat play is as fancy as letting me play as next song. It says add to coup. No, Levity is not a Monster Cat, so don't know. Yeah, don't ruin the queue. Yeah, you're right. There we go. So that's going to be coal coming in. That's going to be 2 for tin. And then we're going to have to mine the tin all the way over here and belt it down. Yeah, this space down here isn't really enough for a big build, so we just do this. We can even belt this tin ore over here, to be honest. There's no I'm not going to build down here because everything's in the way. So we can actually tap this tin ore and this tin ore for this station. So maybe add another set of stations for the second one. So that should be tin for a long time. There we go. Good. Yeah, put down what you can put down. Because what good is it in my inventory when we can just place it down and help the robots with their 30,000 tasks that they already have? Good that it's not with train like with belts where they would flow into this one. We'd have to turn them. Right, get rid of all of that. Honestly, get rid of all of that garbage in here. Or at least here. Go, robots, go! Cannot insert stone, inventory full. Get out of here. As soon as I enter the network now, the bots will come for me and try to rescue my trash slots. It's gonna be sad. Because they take so long to get to me. Yeah. Speaking of, let's put down some... What are these? Construction stone extenders. Yeah, they're gonna give me nice rocks. I just don't want their rocks though. I squeeze it in here. Aha, yeah, elevated rail curve goes in the way. I guess I can put it here. It's not gonna cover the bottom rail here. Come on, robot, you can do it. Good job. Oh my god, no. Another one queued it up to remove the stone, and so they have to wait for like one of the robots from the base to arrive. I'm like, no. Why are you blinking? Not connected to rail, that's okay. Yeah, apparently this removal was queued for the robots down here to come at. Where are they even? They're like all the way everywhere. Don't tell me that you were actually picking up a rock here. You have like 30,000 better jobs to do. Are we out of rail or are we out of... No, we have plenty of transport belts. Like these are all full. Like don't come to me and remove the stones. Like there's rails and stuff you could place. Anyway. Yeah, they're really happy to work. We're gonna connect this over to here though. So we get some electricity, and then this one is working. And we put down another one further south to cover the rest of the trails. Yeah, the rails, not trails. And put down one. Yeah, here's fine. Let's bring electricity with us while we're at it. Yeah, they're like, oh my god, I can pick something up, I can be useful. Let's go. And I can help the boss. Am I gonna run into this one? Probably. There you go. Anything else we can put down? Oh, you want to remove a rock? Okay. Go ahead. Remove your rock. Give me the stone that I never wanted. Come on, hop in. Let's head back to the base. In our crawdad. I still love that animation. It's so well done. Really gives you the feeling as he's hopping. from leg to leg. No crushing things today. All right, now quickly now. Need to get rid of all that stone and stuff into chests before all the logistics robots will swarm to me and waste their entire day. Oh, these are actually full. Stone. Do we have logs somewhere preferred? I take this one and then here put logs in. Raw coal goes in here. Sink ore, I can just drop off into these and then throw away the rest. There we go. Any other trash? More raw coal in these two. I've already summoned all the logistics robots probably. Sad. We have raw coal, we do have moss, and we have sap too. There you go. Good, let's go back into our sandbox and see if we're going. We're not. What are we stuck on? No coke oven gas because, yeah, coal is full again. No, you have no empty. God, kickstarting this will be such a pain. I already see that. And you just don't have enough coke oven gas to kickstart it yet. So when we kickstart it, we might have to run a bunch and pick up all the coke to get it up and running. All right, I'm gonna take a very quick break, get some new water, and then I'll let you watch this hopefully kicking off and starting into actions. Don't go anywhere, I am right back. And I am back. Did it jump into action yet? I see some warmer stone bricks. I see some hot air. Very good, 5.6. Not a lot yet. But yeah, as long as these are working, which they seem to be because we had warmer stone bricks. Which one had 200? Oh, we were just waiting for warm stone bricks. All right, very good. This seems to be working. Now, do we have radar coverage or where I want to put it in here? No, we need to get our butts up there ourselves and put a radar down. I need more of these power poles. And we can put the blueprint down and let the robot start working on it. That will be exciting. Actually, where is the next place we have actual power? Here. Here's a radar. Need to walk over here and walk down here. Put another radar down. But for that, we will utilize the crawdad. Or maybe just stand there. But, you know, nonetheless, we need to go there. Where are my power poles? Here they are. Let's take that many. Crawdad, let's go. Don't run anything over, please. I didn't see that because it was a black symbol. Slowly now. Okay, we made it. Whew. Now, our journey begins. Not through the rocks. Yeah, let's go, Crawdad. I can't wait till we get upgraded mounts. Like the Dingrid based one is supposed to be really fast, and then we get Spoida, and we get something flying. But yeah, flying will be very end game. Don't pick up the stone, I don't want it. Go somewhere here. There are the tracks, perfect. Maybe we have to stand somewhere like here. Do you have a radar? No, let's make one. Come on, robot. Our robot, stop this. Come back. Get in here. There we go. Wait, how was that not covered? This down here isn't covered? Oh, you're out of fish. Great. Didn't pick up enough fish. Let's bring some power to it. Seems like power is down here, is shorter. So let's go down here. Bring the power. Oh my god, not the forest. Come on, let me go through tree. Don't block me. There we go. Are you running now? Is there no power here? There's power here. Where did you not connect? Tell me. Or is the power pole that I placed next to it not reaching? That would be even sadder. Yeah, we do have power here. Where did I mess up? Yeah, that one doesn't reach. Good, but now we should have full view of everything. We can copy this over. What are these two dots here? Oh yeah, we don't need this. There we go. Our hot air power plant is placed. Now we need to put down some more of the Pi construction zone extenders. We can put one here. Then figure out how we get power there. The next one goes over here, I guess. Need to find the power poles in that mess. You don't need these. I don't need you either. I need you. Where did I miss one? I thought you two are connected. Wait, really? You two are not connected? Please. Thank you. There you go. Now, how's the coverage looking? The coverage is looking good. We just have this little slit here that's not covered. The rest is good. Yeah, we said screw that titanium ore. Now we can start working on mining the tin ore. We have to see how much we need, how much steam we need. And we're gonna need a lot of steam. Question is there, does tin need 250 degree steam to be mined? No, that's not that. Tin ore. We need steam. Minimum temperature 15 degrees Celsius. So we could use nitrogen for that. Oh, but it would be a pain to supply the filters. Let's check YAFC. For mining tin, for 15 per second, we need to mine 33 tin ore per second. And if we use 250 degrees, we need 44 boilers. That's a lot. Let's do make coarse coal, crush coal. We're gonna burn the coal dust as well because, yeah, those 3 per second don't matter. I'm not gonna pick it up from everywhere. Yeah, we need another one of these. Coal dust. We need 22.1 per second in raw coal. That is not insignificant. That is quite a bit, and quite a bit of infrastructure. You know, that's like 30 buildings for that. Compared to when we switch it to 150. Actually, once we have delivered the nitrogen, we don't need any more nitrogen. So we just need to deliver it once. One compressor can do all of what we need, exactly one. And make liquid nitrogen into evaporating it. That's 8 buildings and 17 gasoline per second. So that's certainly what we have to do there. So we need another setup for gasoline here. So this is, let's tag them. Well, in this case, we don't need raw coal here, right? We need gasoline here. which needs to be a shorter one. Wow, you put down the power poles already. And let's get the stations. Okay, all of this needs to go. There we go. So this one will be gasoline and then 4 tin output ones. Stack that. There we go. Yeah, it's much better to do that with nitrogen than have to burn a ton of coal for that. All right, that gives us about 33 per second. So we know that per 2 lanes we need 1 compressor. We want to mine more than that. So, but now we have the ratio. We can get rid of, oops, get rid of the wrong one. But we know that for every, wow, these are 33 fluid mining drills. That's a lot. Hey, Lumiovo, what is happening? This is the biggest mod in Factorio right now, Pyanodons mods, and this is our base right now after 128 hours. What is happening? We are automating all the things. This is where we started here in our little patch with iron and copper, and we expanded around our bus. A bus is where you put all the materials like on belts and they run like, you know, in one location. And under that we built all these different buildings that automated things like simple circuit boards. We need to build things, augs, which give us meat and blood and other things. So we breed animals here and slaughter them to give us blood, and we slaughter fishes to get us fish oil, which these we can then make gearboxes, for example. It's a very, very exhaustive mod. Like if you play Factorio for the very first time, you're not going to play anything like this. It's much simpler. If your base looks like this in vanilla Factorio, you're going for like mega bases. Like you are making a lot of science already. You're in space. You already finished the game. So this mod is a mod that is expected to take maybe like 1,000 hours to finish. Yeah, it's that big. So that is what we're playing right now. We're 128 hours in. We just got to robots that can automate making our buildings. And then the other robots place them down. You see like these purple ghosts, or when I zoom in, they're blue. This means this is blueprinted, and the robots will slowly come here and place those buildings and, you know, fill them up like here. That is Factorio in a nutshell. It's an automation game. What we just did right now is built this factory here that takes raw coal, crushes it, takes molten salt and heats it up to hot molten salt. This reheats the hot air we need here, or the coke oven gas we need here, to make warmer stone bricks. And these stone bricks are then converted into hot air, and then we ship out the hot air here. I know it sounds complicated. It is. The chains are longer in Pyanodons, but you know, if you can play standard Factorio and you have the endurance, you probably can play Pyanodons eventually as well. But yeah, I hope you are interested in playing Factorio because it's a great game and you should give it a shot. It's on Steam for $30 US. It runs on Windows, Mac, and Linux, so whatever system you're on, you should be fine to run it. And it's a great game. Like one of my friends, Cameron Kidd, is just started playing that himself. Let me get that Twitch link for you. You should maybe check him out. He's just learning Factorio. This is probably a more realistic depiction of what playing Factorio for the first time will look like compared to what we have here. But yeah, I hope you still potentially enjoy watching me going through this crazy big mod and building crazy big compared to normal Factorio. And I hope that explanation was useful for you. All right, what I want to do next is, and we have about another half an hour of stream left today, is go down here and plan where we put down the rail stations to feed stuff into the base again. And this one is all built. We just need to get the trains set up. The coal mining outpost is ready. Like one station is serving, the other one is slowly being built. The other two are a bit further away, but yeah, they're all built in parallel. So one station is fully functional. We can set that one up once the 6 block of depots is built. We're only missing like one train signal here and then one train piece here. And then we should be able to start doing the coal stuff. We don't have the 4-length trains yet. The depot set up, they're a bit further behind. I guess distance-wise they're closer, so they're deciding to prioritize those. And you know, we might as well get rid of all the trees here because they're ugly and in the way, and that's another like 5,000 orders for the robots. They're not happy right now with me. Are they already building this part here as well? Yeah, they don't really build in the order you put them down. They build in the order of what's closest to where they are and if there's another job and where they need to pick it up, I think. I don't know how exactly they changed the behavior in 2.0. I think in 1.1 it was pretty much whatever is closest gets picked. But I think they changed the behavior a little bit. So now, let's go planning. I think I want to turn immediately. No, actually we want to go straight. Hey, random guy, how's it going? I mean, the bots unit, I talked to them and they said, we're fine working for you. So I don't know what you mean. We need to move a few of these and then... How do I want to do it? Do I want to go down straight and have like one of these branch out? It doesn't really matter. It's the same thing in blue. We have to move a few more power poles, but that's fine. And maybe that construction extender needs to move a bit. What else is in the way? Maybe this one? Let's try that again. Yeah, this works. All right, where was that construction extender extending to? It doesn't even connect to anything down here, so we can just plop it up here. Somewhere in the middle of nowhere. And that is fine. Is this one connected to power? It is, so we can just ignore. Mostly lurking? Well, thanks for the lurk. Well, glad you're doing mostly okay. I hope the remaining okayness of the day still comes. Still a rare stream coming up to lighten your mood. Make your day even better. All right, now let's convert this with a simple on-ramp. The thing is, we need it on the other side. I mean, I can just put down an on-ramp myself. It's not that big of a deal, and get out of here. I don't want to see any of these trees. And thank you, bots, for filling my inventory. That's exactly what I wanted. Now, I do have one of these. We can plop down. We extend it here, and that should allow us to put down the right side stackers, right? Yep, there we go. How far do they go? It was still quite a way from the base, quite a ways away from the base, but you know, we just put belts there, that's fine. We have a lot of space. We can even like finagle around if we need that. I don't think we need that much. So I think we can just start putting them down here and start building them. Factorio makes you ask what is happening even if you're done some of it before. Yeah. Pi is crazy. But it's fun, that's why you play it. I'm stuck. I need to put down another one of these extenders here, potentially. Oh, we actually have some down there. Let's put down one here. Oh, I don't have one. Can I craft one? Yes, very good. And then connect the electricity up here. Actually, I can go just to the side. That's fine too. Just wait, it's gonna tell us in a second that the inventory is full. Oh, I'm stuck. Jesus, rocks. Get out of my way. Thank you. Yeah, I don't need all these logs, but rip. Thanks for doing your job so diligently. At least it's going fast now with the 40 robots I have. Speaking of, I should just go and refuel. We also need to refuel our fish. Because we are out of fish and we need them as fuels for the crawdad. Alright, first potential bay down. This will be tin plates, probably, that come in here first. And we actually didn't even need the trash inventory slot, so let's empty that manually. We're already so close to the beginning of the base. Let's put it there. Look at them streaming in. Being busy little robots. I have more woods for you. More stone for you. You get moss. You get sap. Where's raw coal? You get some raw coal. Everyone's happy. Yay. Alright, let's refill all these empty canisters. So it's crazy to think this all stemmed from a coal patch. Yeah. You mean the buildings and everything we built, or you mean like the little bit of stuff we picked up? The raw coal. What, the whole plate? Yeah, for real. And we started here with a little bit of iron and copper, and then here we are now. Fish. Yeah, I agree. That's so satisfying to see it all come together. Get some fish. Speaking of fish, I should order some food because I'm hungry. Let's get some pizza. Pizza sounds good. One second. Ba-ding! Ordered. All right, what else is there to do today? We have... Yeah, read up on the request threshold for Cybersyn. I need to check that. We can do that right now, actually. We did do the coke oven gas and hot air too. Next up, we'll be scaling tin. Let's take a look at Project Cybersyn about the request threshold. To make a basic provider station, create a cargo buffer or chest or tanks adjacent to the station's tracks and connect that buffer to by wire to the input of the cybernetic combinator. Make a basic request to station, repeat the same except reverse the direction of the inserters or pumps so they're unloading instead of loading. Then connect the constant combinator to the same circuit network, set it to the output of the number of cargo you want this requested station to keep loaded in its cargo buffer. Okay, so the coal we set there is like we want 8,000 coal at all times. And flip the sign of each signal strength is negative, yeah. Then add the signal called request threshold to the constant combinator. Set its signal strength to be at most the cargo capacity of the trains in your system. Once the provider station contains the cargo being requested, a train will automatically be sent to deliver that cargo from the provider station to the requester station. Okay, so we need to say, in our case, let's remove that. I think it was here. Like in our case, we said, okay, we want 8,000 raw coal at this station at all times. And we want to send a new train when there's 4,000 available. I think that 4,000 fits into a train. How high does raw coal stack? Where was raw coal? Here. You stack to 50, so it's 1,000, so it's to 4,000 per train because we have 4 wagons for the mining trains, 500 per row. So 4,000 is what we can fit in a train. And we could set that lower, right? We could set it to 2,000 and it would bring half a train. But that's not what we want. We want to say we want 2 loads of trains buffered in here, which we can, because that's 2 4 boxes per wagon. And a wagon can hold 2, right? What's the storage capacity of a cargo wagon? Storage size 20, right? So we have 4 times 1,000 is 4,000, and then each cargo can handle 2 rows, and this one has plenty of storage space. Yeah. So we set the request threshold to 4,000 for a full train. And so whenever 4,000 are available at a station, Cybersyn will dispatch a train to the station to pick up 4,000 raw coal and drop it off here. Awesome. Well, the next steps will be setting up tin, setting up the compressor here and the steam generation, which will just need a little bit of gasoline instead of mountains of raw coal or coke or anything else. God forbid we use our coke for that, which makes mining tin much, much better. We don't have to burn a ton of raw coal to get the steam. We can just compress nitrogen into liquid nitrogen, expand it or evaporate it again into nitrogen, and that gives us the steam. But that's it for today. I think that's a good point to stop. We built our, we built our hot air production. I hope it's not stuck. That would suck that if it wouldn't work. But oh well, we'll find that out when we actually properly kickstart it. I think the issue is that we have too much coke here and we need to clear that coke belt quite a few times when we start it up. But yeah, we got that done. Hopefully we can see trains rolling around actually when all the stations are completed. I can't wait for that moment for stuff to actually start moving. I love trains in Factorio. I can't wait to see them run around. And one thing I just noticed we still kept in is these here. These obviously need to come out and be normal belts. All right, this is our base to date. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again hopefully tomorrow. Bye bye.